welcome back to the channel. So round 3 scores have just dropped. An absolute round of carnage. I was lucky to make it over 1,000 points. I don't know how I managed to do that. I had 2 players in my team that got under. I had Alex Johnson who got 13 and Ryan James who got 5. Just absolutely a terrible weekend for a lot of teams and a lot of players. Still in the top 5%. I don't know how, but I dropped 5,000 in the rankings. I'm just lucky that I'm in the top 5%. I thought I'd be in the top 15, 20% after that round. We'll go through the players in my team. So Cook, 46. Yeah, I guess that's okay against the Roosters. It was a tough match through the middle. Junior Paulo, 64. Lindsay Collins, 41. He actually got HIA at the start section of the second half. He looked like he was going to actually score about 70 points. He was going really good. Hopefully he plays next week. If he doesn't, I'm in a bit of a dilemma because I think Spencer Linu has a shoulder problem, so he might be ruled out. We've got Stefano, who a lot of people is going to have. He actually went really good against the Knights. Crichton, 59. Tohu Harris, 87. He is going great guns. Only in 9% of teams, so a little bit of a pod. Pretty good. Mitch Barnett, who I had as captain, I thought the Knights were going to go really big against the Tigers. It was not the story at all. And he actually looked busted for the last 20 minutes of the game, so he mightn't even be playing next week. And if he is ruled out for 4 to 6 weeks, I'll have to trade him out and get maybe Madison in. Did I have Madison before? No, I didn't. Did I? I can't remember. I think I did at the start of the year, but I swapped him and got Isaiah Yeo. So yeah, Barnett. I got Yeo, who went pretty good. Ricky, yeah. Ryan James, who I traded and got 5. So a lot of people are in that boat. I didn't have a halfback at all. Could I have got Sullivan last week? I could have, but that would have meant I couldn't get Johnson or James. They would have been out. I didn't have enough money to get them this week. So that's what would have happened. So we got Walker, went great guns. Watson, great. Dane Laurie, fantastic. Tessie New. So mostly everyone's going to have Laurie and New. Watson, Fuzatua maybe. Bailey Simonson, who actually looks like he's going to be in that wing spot for a while now because Curtis Scott and another guy are busted. So there's just so many players that are busted. There's going to be a lot of new players on Teams List Tuesday tomorrow. So we've got Saab. Even Joseph Suwali. What are the Roosters going to do? Are they going to have Manu go to 5'8", and that means Suwali comes into the team? Or are they going to have Sam Walker come into the team and Drew Hutchinson starts? It's just absolute madness at the Roosters. So my plan is, and I'm lucky to be able to do this, I'm actually going to trade out next week Little. I'm hoping for him to make, so what did he get? He got 39. So he's playing Parramatta this week. If he gets 40 points, he might go up another 40 grand. So that he would have made 100 grand. Then I'm going to trade him out. I'm going to shift Watson up to hooker. And I'm going to get Josh Schuster in at 5'8". Now, Schuster's starting back rower. I think he got 70 or 80 or 90 points on the weekend. He's just an absolute gun player. And it looks like he is going to be in that side permanently when Curtis Sirenen comes back. Jajeski might drop out of the side. So I think I'm in the position where I'm going to be able to keep Schuster in at 5'8", where a lot of people last week actually brought Jacob Brayley in. So they've got Brayley and Watson and Cook or Reed Marnie or Holt. So they don't have the space to bring in Schuster. So I'm pretty stoked that I will be able to do that. And the trade I'm going to do this week, I'm going to get rid of... Do I have enough money though? Let me see. I might not have enough money. I might have to wait till next week. Is bring in Sean O'Sullivan. I don't have enough money. Okay, so I'm not going to do any trades this week because I don't have enough money. It relies on me trading Little out. Let's see, let's just do a test run. So then we sub him up there and we bring in Josh Schuster, and then we can trade Madden out and bring in O'Sullivan. So that's my plan for next week. And so actually this week I don't want to use any trades. I'm going to try not to do a single trade. That is all depending if Nathan Cleary plays this week, which hopefully he does. Barnett, I think, is gone. There's no chance, I don't think. Collins, maybe. Johnson, we've got Tedesco. Should we put Tedesco as captain? Actually, we're going to put Cody Walker as captain because they're playing the Bulldogs. And they're going to run right over the Bulldogs, surely. The Rabbitohs have played the Storm. Then they played Manly in the wet. The Roosters coming up against the Bulldogs, I think they're going to score 1,000 tries. So Walker as captain. I would like to go Johnson, but that's a little risky. I'll go Walker. So we got... And then in that case, I could put the V on Isaiah Yeo, seeing they play Manly. So we got Cook, Paulo, Collins. I might have to... If he is injured and he can't play, I'm going to have to go like that. Put Stefano in. Cleary, Watson, and then I got to put a reserve on someone. Who do we put it on? The Tigers are playing Parramatta. Do we put it on Little? 39. Do we put it on Summerton? I got to put it on Little. So that would be worst case scenario for me this week without making a single trade. But the best case scenario would be Collins plays. It's still a bad case scenario. I don't think Barnett's going to play. There's no chance. He was hobbling around. I think Little is reserve. I don't really want to trade Barnett out unless he's out for four weeks. He's just an absolute gun player. I've had him from the start of the year. I had him the year before that. I think maybe even the year before that. He's just been really solid. Actually, last year I had him and he only lasted, I think, 2 games and then was out for 8 weeks or something like that. And then I got him back in the team later in the year. All right, so that's my team. What we could do, quickly have a look through the injuries that happened. So we got Victor Radley coming back into the side, maybe. Lindsay Collins battling an ankle injury. Sam Verrills not coming back. Jeremy Marshall-King 8 weeks after breaking his foot. So there's someone's going to come into that Bulldogs side. Eisen who done his ribs. So there's someone coming into the Storm. Tarpany ankle. Chris James concussion. Curtis Scott broken rib. Smith Shields, who could replace him but is out with a ruptured bicep. So there's a spot there at Canberra on the wing centre. Sione Katoa at the Sharks. There's a spot there now. Someone's to come into the team. Graham Nakora Kennedy, HIA. Mitchell Moses, HIA. Hunt, broken leg or something like that. So who comes in for him? O'Sullivan maybe. Or Clune goes straight into the side. Edwards breaks his hand, so there's going to be someone comes into that Panthers side. I don't even think they've got a specialist winger anymore because Dane Laurie went to the Tigers and Caleb Aitken went to Canberra. So surely they don't put Charlie Staines back at fullback. Imagine that. I traded him out last week, and then he gets shifted to fullback and just goes ballistic and scores heaps of points. Here we go. Ez was one of the best for. Oh no, we're just talking about the game. So Brenton Aiden and Jennings serving suspensions. Wow. So yeah, they're going to have some shuffling around to do to get that fullback spot. Michael Morgan, busted shoulder. He might not even play again. That was one of the stories I seen today or yesterday. Ryan Madison returns for the Eels. Bryce Cartwright jaw. So another thing, next round we got Payne Haas. So how am I going to do that? So round 4, he's not going to rise in price until round 6. So round 6, I'm going to have to try and make some money on Ryan James, and I'm just going to have to get some money from somewhere to get Haas into the team. I don't know how yet. Maybe it's going to have to be Collins is the one that's going to make the money. So he's only made 25k because he only got 41. Now, if he's a slow burner, if he gets 25k in the next 3 weeks. Alright, so that's Payne, Lodge, Katoni Staggs, Raiders, Tarpany, Scott Shields, James, Chris Young, Zalesniak, Thompson, King, Mariner, Ockenborg, Crichton, Sharks, Cattell, Graham, Nakora, Kennedy, Ramey, and Hunt, Talakai, Johnson, Ferris. Wow. Gold Coast, Kelly Taylor, Eagles, Turbo, Tafua, Ola Katoa, no, Sirenen, Lawton, Davey, Manu, Eisenhoof, Pappenhausen, Branko Lee, Kafusi, Fanuke and Grant King, Best, Safedi, Lee, Ponga, Green, Crossland, Fitzgibbon. They've actually got a little bit out of their side, don't they? Best was a massive loss for them. That edge that he is normally on, they were just absolutely shit. They were woeful. Yeah, Morgan looks like he's busted. Taumalolo, no Taumalolo, no Morgan. The Cowboys are just not looking good this year at all. Moses, Cartwright, Oldfield, Blake, Madison, Jennings. So Walker Blake, I can't even see getting back into the side. Nakora for the Eels just looks fantastic. Great defender. Actually looked really good in attack on the weekend. So we've got Edwards, Linu, shoulder, Cleary, hopefully back. Coruscant gone for weeks. Paulo, Knight, Silly, Milne, Burns, Taffy, Cartwright, Gardner. The Dragons, Hunt, Sullivan, McGuinness, DeBellin. Roosters, there's like, look at the salary cap missing from this team. We got Lamb, Collins. Hopefully he doesn't miss a game. Radley, Verrills, Kieran Smith, Friend, Cordner, Kiri. Crazy. Warriors, Mercher, Frey, Jamil Brown, Aitken, Harris, Tavita, Tigers, Walters, Bloor. So there's just a ton of players out injured. Teams list Tuesday tomorrow is going to have totally new restructured backlines and teams for a lot of them. So Panthers, Canberra, Cronulla, even Melbourne are going to have to do a bit of reshuffling. If Pappenhausen comes back into the team, probably Nico Hines just goes onto the bench and they shuffle someone from the bench into the team to take Eisenhoof's spot. Yeah, it's going to be really interesting though. But I think Josh Schuster. So I'm going to try not to make a trade this week, and it is Schuster in for Little, and then Sullivan in for Madden. That is the plan for next week. So hopefully no trades. All right. Well, thank you for watching this video. If you've got any comments regarding how your team went, the trades you're making this week, it'll be super interesting to hear. Yeah, like look at this. Collins, Barnett, James. Do they play this week? I got 3, so I might have to make a trade at some point. We'll have a look tomorrow anyway. All right. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.